afraid that liability is on his health. This is outrageous again. I mean, there's no other word for this. Please stand up and say no to this. I wish I could tell you it was easy. It will not be. You have to write to every legislator. You have to visit every legislator. You have to get on the news. We have to get this word out there. People don't know how oppressive this is. They don't know what an assault this is on everybody's rights. You know, when you assault the rights of one group, you're assaulting the rights of everybody. And we all need to stand up. So thank you. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for energizing us to go fight for you.
Hi everyone. I'm Delegate Cheryl Herring. I represent Alexandria City, and I want to thank you all for being here today. Your power and your strength, and just letting people know what's happening, I think actually had an effect on the House floor today. Because your presence meant something. And what's most important, you're calling people out for what they're doing. And I want them all to know, we're calling you out for making a law, or trying to make a law, that violates a woman. We're calling you out. When you produce extreme bills that are not about a woman's health, we will continue to call you out until you step back from this extremist legislation. Make no mistake about it, my friends. This is all built to repeal Roe v. Wade. It's laying the groundwork. Our governor is no fool. He was an attorney general, and he knows better. The sponsors of these bills know exactly what they're doing. And I remember in law school, this all lays the groundwork. Each time you restrict, the court will look and say, is it restricted? Is it something that we can prevent? So we're calling you out. We know a spade. When we see it, we're going to keep calling you out, and we're going to prevent these bills. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Delegate David England. I represent Alexandria, Arlington, and Fairfax. I just want to thank you all for being here today, for voting with your bodies and with your feet, and coming out and demonstrating that Virginians far and wide are opposed to these extremist measures that House Republicans are trying to push on us. You know, Governor McDonnell in his State of the Commonwealth address, he warned the new Republican majority against overreach and against arrogance. Now they're trying to claim, oh, most of the bills we're doing don't have anything to do with these issues. Well, can you imagine what we would be facing if they went all in? You know, they're saying this isn't overreach. They're literally reaching into women's bodies with their legislation. Make no mistake, this is a long-term agenda to undermine and do away with a woman's right to choose. Many of us weren't alive back when women didn't have the right to choose in this country. But if you talk to people who went through those battles,
we remember.
There are women. I see a lot of young people here today, which is fantastic because we need the young generation to be fighting this battle. But I know there are men and women here today who have fought these battles before. And back when these battles had to be fought a generation ago, before abortion was legal in America, there were whole hospital wards full of women dying from back alley abortions and illegal abortions. Make no mistake, this is about the health of women, and this is about your fundamental right to control your own reproductive destiny. If that's not about the basic freedom of what in America, I don't know what is. But we're going to keep fighting on these issues. I'm here to be straight with you. Governor McDonnell does not have the courage to veto any of these bills. He just doesn't. He's too beholden to the far right wing in American politics. He wants too badly to be Mitt Romney's conservative on the vice presidential ticket. So Governor McDonnell does not have the courage to veto these bills, but if we work hard, we might get him to have the courage to amend them and make them less bad. On the Personhood Bill, if we work hard and make our voices heard, he just might have the courage to, well, I don't think he's going to veto it, but I think he might at least have the courage to put the amendment on there that we all tried to get on there to say that it would not apply to contraception. So we can at least protect contraception in Virginia.
Not good enough.
I agree that on House Bill 1 we want him to veto it, but he doesn't have the courage to veto it. So let's hope he can at least have the courage to protect contraception. The other people that we need to have courage. Now, Republicans have 68 votes in the House of Delegates. 68 out of 100. We Democrats, we have 32 votes. All we need is 19 Republicans to stand up and say that before you penetrate a woman's body, you should get her consent. Are there not 19 Republicans that would stand up and say that you should have a woman's consent before you invade her body? I sure hope there are. And, we were going to have that debate on the floor today. They probably smartly, they didn't want to have that debate in front of all of you good people. They didn't have the courage to do that, but they pushed the debate to tomorrow or another day. But whenever we have this debate, we need 19 people on the other side of the aisle to stand up and say, to buy into the basic moral decency that you should not invade a person's body without their consent. Very simple. So I thank you for being out here. I thank you for standing with us. We're working hard to stand with you and with all of the women throughout Virginia, and all Virginians will be affected by this horrible, overreaching legislation. And keep making your voices heard. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. One way to stop.
Get on the steps. Oh, he's trying.
One way to stop. At the ballot box. Got to remember that. One way to stop. Because if men cannot see that women should have the choice to make their own decision, they won't listen on the other side. It's at the ballot box. We got to do that. What right do we have? Just suppose if you would put the right on us to say that you can control our body. That's what we should do. Control our body, then we will stop that crap. So I'm asking y'all this. Please don't give up. Let's work together, stick close together. Remember, if we are not successful this year, next year at the ballot box, those who do not give women the right, get them out of office.